kind introduction. I know Mr. Hickman had served as in U.S. Navy during the Korean War from 1951 to 1954, right?
Correct.
Yeah. But I don't know how well he was doing in the war because I was not even born then. Good afternoon, Mr. Peter Hickman and distinguished guests. It's a great honor to speak before this prestigious platform at the National Press Club. I thank the NPC for inviting me. There is a lot of discussion among Koreans about who can take on leadership role previously held by the late President Kim Dae-jung. It's sort of a succession contest. When I was departing Seoul, reporters asked me whether the National Club was endorsing me as the post-Kim Dae-jung leader by inviting me. I said, let me ask the NPC people directly when I get there. So, let me ask Mr. Hickman, do you endorse me? Yeah. However, it's not about who, it's about how. The late President Kim Dae-jung was originally scheduled to deliver this speech. Despite the concerns of his doctors about his health, President Kim said, I want to go to the NPC, even if I might collapse during my speech. He seriously wanted to talk to the world from this renowned podium about the challenges of the nuclearization and the durable peace on the Korean Peninsula. Ladies and gentlemen, the Korean Peninsula is standing at crossroads now, a crossroad between moving toward peace and falling into a crisis that would continue an unstable deadlock. North Korea is carrying out provocative actions against the international community with its nuclear tests, missile tests, and uranium enrichment. We, the people of the Republic of Korea, will never tolerate North Korea becoming a nuclear weapon state. Historically, Koreans are people who love peace. We are firmly determined to achieve the dismantlement of North Korea's nuclear weapons and the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. This summer, the North Koreans started making gestures for dialogue with the United States and South Korea. They released 2 American journalists after inviting former President Bill Clinton. They are seeking direct talks with the United States. They say that they have never opposed the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula itself or that of the world. North Korea sent a condolence delegation to Seoul upon the passing of the former President Kim Dae-jung. And the delegation met with President Lee Myung-bak. And they have resumed the inter-Korean exchanges that had been on hold for 1.5 years. Distinguished guests, we are at a critical moment now. The North Korean leadership's behavior makes it hard to trust them. Yet, what's more important is to know exactly what their real intentions are. In my view, North Korea is seeking, through direct talks with the United States, to formally end of the Korean War. to gain security assurance, to lift economic sanctions, and to normalize relations with the United States. In other words, I believe it's possible to make North Korea abandon its nuclear weapons by engaging them to exchange their nukes for what they really want. However, some people in South Korea and the United States are reluctant to talk to the North Korean people, North Koreans, because they cannot trust them. These people believe the North is making gestures for dialogue because of the efficacy of sanctions. They believe further intensification of sanctions will bring North Korea to surrender. Sanctions may temporarily improve the conditions of negotiations, but the lessons from the Bush administration's experience show us that sanctions alone would not resolve the North Korean nuclear issue. 4 years ago in June 2005, when I met with Chairman Kim Jong-il in Pyongyang, and I asked him, "You say you have no reason to have nuclear weapons if the superpower United States would not stifle North Korea, a small country. But some people in the South do not trust you. They believe you will never give up your nuclear weapons. What do you say to them?" Chairman Kim Jong-il said in reply, "The denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula is the deathbed wish of my father, the great leader Kim Il-sung. In North Korea, the great leader Kim Il-sung's words remain as the supreme order that nobody can defy. Kim Il-sung's will is important, but more than that, I don't think North Korea's recent signs of dialogue and cooperation with the United States and South Korea are merely tactical gestures. They should be seen as an integral part of North Korea's consistent policy goal, a goal of creating a favorable external environment for their survival and prosperity. The bottom line is North Korea seeks to secure the conditions for their survival and prosperity after they give up their nuclear weapons. Their objective is not contrary to the common goal that the United States and South Korea are pursuing, the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. That said, we should seize this new opportunity for dialogue offered by Pyongyang. If we pass up this opportunity, we should not forget that North Korea will again rush to increase their nuclear capability. We should bear in mind that the higher their nuclear capability grows, the more remote will be the possibility of resolving the issue.